like the lift just now, make sure you are in the right room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. RCA, I don't think it's new to you all, right? Yeah? It's not? It's new?
Especially for maintenance. Everyone here is from maintenance department, so it's not a new one.
So not a new thing. Only that maybe you do not realize.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe it happens that you just jump into the ship there and then follow what people are doing. Yeah? Okay. So here, what we are going to do is we try to find out what is root cause analysis all about. But since Petros tries to include technical report writing in, that will be on the last day later on. Yeah. Not much that we can cover on report writing because every corporate has different format approach. Okay? But what we're trying to do is we're trying to talk about what is report writing is all about, yeah? And how to emphasize your report so that the reader will know what you are talking about. Yeah? Not much. So if you can see the problem here, this is the problem. The cause is always down there. And normally we don't see it, but we only see the symptom upstairs. Yeah? So that is what we're talking about. And okay, for the field of this event later on, we have two modules. The first module is we are talking about the root cause analysis. And here later, you will understand what is acute failure, accident at workplace, and review the sites that result in what we call the source of information related to the event, and how we arrange the appropriate control and how we make that root cause that is Fishbone, whatever, and at the same time we also have safety tools which can enhance you to move into RCA. And of course, human behavior. So in module 1, in a high level, we're talking about how the introduction of root cause, definition, failure time, accident investigation, the risk condition control side, on-site risk condition control, and yeah, we have a lot of exercise to do on the board. In module 2, talk about the technical writing, how to review the technical report writing, and how can we follow up the action. If we found a problem, then later on we will try to. I think somebody knows about PDCA, plan, do, check, and act. Yeah? So whenever you have some troubleshooting, whatever, you will definitely follow up with a remedy or recommendation, and who's going to follow up the work after you rectify the job, then how do you pay, all those things. It's very later we will discuss more detail on that. And same thing also, we will talk about safety tools and reference. So once you have already have a technical report, then what kind of recommendation to support your report? Yeah, it's like that. Okay. What to include in the report? How to structure. So before we go to this slide, good morning. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, good morning everyone.
Morning.
My name is Alistair from Sarawak Gas Distribution as an operation engineer.
Okay, operation engineer. So reserve the punishment after this. We will have this punishment after work, right? And then yours lunchtime. Don't what to do, huh? Okay. Don't tell me what to do. Yeah. You see my first introduction just now. My first introduction about my family. You don't see it, correct? Okay, no way. Also, you don't see. You also don't see. See? That's why. Cannot punish that. So, as I already mentioned just now, you see, it's what I want to be. You know, especially like people who are really attention. What you want to be. People who are the WS. What you want to be next. Okay? As an OE, what you want to be next. Huh? So these are the things we try to for the whole day, tomorrow, the day. Yeah. What is your ambition in your career, and then share your dreams. That's why just now I share my dream. That I can last for the last 45 years working with the company. Yeah. Because if we are very ignorant, that is what can happen. Yeah. So you can see the picture, family, yeah? You want to be in the corporate, you want to enjoy until you're old, still all the person. You want money, you want to have a trip, you want your children to have education, and then you also as an engineer. Yeah? So I will emphasize on this one first. Why safety is important, and do you agree that everybody is what you call that? Is a supervisor? Even at home also, you are a supervisor at home, and we will see this one first. This video, we'll have a lot of short videos, and then see what we can get. Now, what do you learn from this video? From the first slide is now. So what do you learn from that video? Yeah. Hazard, all these things will not happen only at work site, right? Yeah. At home also, one other problem. Yeah. And somebody was talking about nothing luck. Most of the time, either it's act of God or luck. But if in this world we cannot, what do you call that, avoid, yeah, from being having luck all the time. Maybe one time luck, second one luck, yeah. But how many times the luck can protect you? Yeah? If one day God is not near to you, your angel is not near to you, susah panggil dia. Yeah. So, what do you think of it? Come on. From the video just now, what do you learn from that video? Because we will have a lot of scenario later, right? Yeah. You should be asking why. Because our subject is, most of our subject for the whole day, today, tomorrow, is asking why. Why is it like that?
Because woman.
Not proper
No, sexist.
Okay.
Not proper English.
Okay.
No secure.
Why?
Yeah.
Because woman.
Then that's why they are discount.
Woman.
Manual?
The what is it? They call it? Panmantu,
Horse.
si secure juga.
Yeah, unproper. Yeah. secure lah.
That's why this large,
No training.
no proper training, not
No,
commercial.
don't have any awareness.
So
No, everyone
who is Sarawak guest here?
Nih,
Together.
You are talking about this?
bukan, itu pinaga.
Oh yeah. Now you go to Niaga, you know.
It's
It's stuck here already, not from Niaga. Niaga, the thing is already right. That you already export your risk to somebody else.
Yeah.
Now I share you one story. Back in the late 80s in Miri, you know Maybank? A public bank, I think.
Maybe pasar kan?
Yeah, the one just opposite the Mega Hotel. Remember that incident? Yeah. It's a very, very expensive lesson because during the night, that bank, there was a pipe, gas pipe leak, and then it engulfed the room. So early morning, I think it was a cleaner or whatever, I cannot remember. Switch on the light. The light is actually fluorescent light, so there is a spark, and boom. All the debris, all the sharp edges flew just over the Mega Hotel. 2 million. And those people that is there, I'm not quite sure whether it was there, but one of my colleague, shared colleague, he was more like permanent and disability for because his thumb, he lose his finger, not lose a finger. I mean the thumb print, everything open, macam lah due to explosion. You will ladies, you know how much the spark when the one. It's more than 30,000 over volts, amps over that. You see, or that flash. Yeah, and some of the ladies escaped from the back of the bank, almost naked because of the fire. It's a flash fire, you know. The baju just angus like that. And she ran back to behind there is like what you call kampung what it calls kampung datang or yeah, behind there are a lot of squatters. Okay, just imagine now. Yeah? Now sharing that one. Huh?
Mega.
Just Mega Hotel itu Mega Hotel.
Belakang semua.
Yeah. The masjid is Mega here, masjid here. It is just in front there. This block. Sarawak Empang. Ini orang Empang orang.
Sisi SOP.
Okay. Yeah.
And we involve other case juga. When Petros take over from PGB, the jabatan hutan dekat seberang Miri punya. Itu rumah sana, so expression. Orang rokok dalam kertas kena. Jabatan hutanan lah, forestry.
Bagus juga. But some even like it's like in Miri we still have a gas pocket. Yeah, gas pocket. It may just burst anytime. Gas pocket means gas is being trapped. Certain maybe 10 or whatever meters. Yeah, very shallow. Yeah, but it's maybe due to what you call that compost something. Yeah, that create.
Maybank after that, Maybank punya case sekali lagi. But no, tak ada letupan, tapi dia orang ada mau gas. 2 hari kita orang pergi sana buat gas test. With together with this import punya orang. Petronas. Masuk pergi bawa tengok.
So these are the thing. These are follow up from the last 2 sessions because they want to more into the kind of operation you have. Yeah. So we were talking a lot about, but even though I do not have identical root cause analysis later on, but we still have some sort of a similar approach. Yeah. That some incidents was there before. Yeah. So We go back again. Cause of accident. Okay? Ya. Apa itu? We try to recall the picture. Yeah. Nothing to no secret here. Yeah. And you can see that. So you want to be part of this one, right? You want. Think about this. Do you want to be parts of this? Ini English grammar. So you want to be this part? Or this part? No good, eh?
No good.
This is not good. This part, you cannot get this part anymore.
No spare.
Jangan tinggal lama. Ya, jangan tinggal lama. She is very scary already. So, you see what is going on here now. Yeah, but even though we are not on this HSC topic, but it still can relate to when we are talking about root cause analysis. And later on, as we move in the afternoon, tomorrow morning, we will still have to learn some other tools, yeah, so that you will be able to analyze the risk. Why is it important? Because you will be definitely looking after your permit to work, register, yeah, and you need to be. You become the approver semua, then you will be reviewing your job hazard analysis. Yeah, and there are a lot of things that can help you, but we are not in this topic, but it can be related to one way or the other later. Yeah. Orang baru, siapa orang baru ni? If you can you find what's the problem there? This picture.
Yes.
Nama lagi. Laju.
Results material.
Laju. Stop. Yo, laju.
Police.
Again.
Police space.
Apa lagi? Apa lagi?
Not arrest.
Laju. Apa?
Sempit.
Okey. Work semua baiklah. Ini. Apa laju?
No proper punya tu housekeeping.
Apa lagi?
Hazardous material.
Laju lagi.
Apa lagi?
Laju lagi.
Expired material.
Apa congested punya place.
Boleh. Ini lagi. Laju.
Berapa process.
Laju. Okay, look. You know why I ask you this part, yeah? If I ask you to go into the workshop or go into the plant, the moment you enter, yeah, people call step back five steps, right? Bukan dia, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But the moment you enter, you already scan the area already. Yeah, scan. It's not right. You train your eyes. You train your HSC. You train your HSC. Apa nama itu? Culture or whatever lah. The moment you see, what I tell, if you ever go and see Abang Jo in the TVS, everybody packed with him, with helmet, with a earmuff, with and then glove, coverall, semua. Tapi orang di belakang sana tidak ada. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? As a big corporate, yeah, when you talk about HSC, make sure if any one of you is between is around that area, make sure ask. Ini ada trik kita. Make sure ask the reporter or cameraman. Jangan dulu. Semua betul. So whoever the minister belakang ke whoever must wear the same. Mean to say we are in the same standard. You terang-terang big one, safety first. Tapi belakang sana orang tidak pakai. Only yang you takut abang Jos kena itu. Pretending to open the map, whatever. It is correct or not? It's not right, right? So we start to have this heart and mind, this safety culture first. Yeah. So when you see something like this, you mata selalu tajam. Ini tidak betul, ini tidak betul, ini tidak betul. Yeah. Ngai mata benar. Correct. So that's the thing. You often can see in the television, Malaysia television or BDH. Yeah. Yeah. You always look after the VIPs. Whereas you yourself, who are vice president, kapal belakang sana, they are not wearing. So what is your charter, your HRDC policy, your HRDC commitment, whatever? Tidak ada, kan? Itu hanya kertas. It is just a piece of paper on the wall. So when we talk about safety, we must be more direct. Nobody can penalize you, boss. Nobody can penalize you kalau you talk about safety. Nobody can penalize you. Tapi jangan. I was already being checked by then, no? When I was offshore before. So they were at the landing stage. Dia orang tidak pakai what do you call luggage. So after naik atas, and then after briefing, and then one of them said, "Why just now you all did not use luggage?" You know what because dia salah, kan? Turn back. Actually, we are testing you. Whether your eyes is sharp or not. Tapi dia sebenarnya salah. So it go to one both sides lah. Tapi because he is a corporate people, just I'm just testing you all whether you are observant enough. Tapi sebenarnya dia salah. Because these are the things. But you must dare to approach them lah. And after you already tell them, you say thank you. Macam pernah pergi ACT course kan? Iya, saya pergi. Pernah pergi ACT course kan? Macam you ACT accident control technique ataupun UCUZ. You macam tu lah. We divert a little bit was but approach is still in the end of the day.
Respect.
Nah, boleh, laju.
Meja berselera.
Apa lagi?
Sempit macam office kami jadi.
Ayo, Pak.
Betul pun.
Apa lagi? Okay, so this are the thing. Kita mesti mau tanya mata apa?
Too busy.
Hah?
Too busy.
Busy, dia kena stres apa lah?
Ada yang tobak.
So these are the things, ya. Macam ini. Can you walk ya? Can you walk ya? You jangan lari ya.
Kalau break.
Boleh.
Now, we play this video, huh? Video. Play this video.
July 6, 1988, 120 miles northeast of Stockholm, Clever Alpha Oil, at 14,000 tons, and 2.5 times the height of the Statue of Liberty. It is one of the largest mines in the world. A crew of 226 rotate shifts to keep the oil and gas flowing. Jeff Bollins is the chief control room operator that evening. At 9:45 p.m., Jeff suddenly hears an alarm, indicating a problem with one of the rig's condensate pumps.
affecting production.
That evening, pump A is offline for maintenance, leaving just pump B working. The same pump that's now been shut down by the alarmed trip system.
Covered safe pumps for production, so we couldn't have them.
To avoid a full shutdown, a decision is made to halt maintenance on pump A and bring it back online. But what nobody knows is that pump A has a fatal flaw. During maintenance, its safety valve has been removed, meaning that there is nothing to stop thousands of cubic feet of gas escaping into the atmosphere. The faulty pump is switched back on. Then, at 9:55 p.m., disaster. A spark suddenly ignites the escaping gas, and an explosion rips through the rig. Confronted by 700-degree flames, most of the 226-strong crew are now either dead or severely injured.
The installation is impressed with the Titanic and Terra Inferno. All the other vehicles are coming. And it was just a scene for here. So everybody can explain that. I've seen an absolute carnage in there.
ตลาดเลย
Flames, explosions. People are getting so fast about it almost impossible to take things in.
By 10 to midnight, less than 2 hours after the initial blast, the Piper Alpha is on the verge of collapse. Finally, the rig's legs start to give way, and the Piper Alpha starts to slide into the sea.
The air module was, the rest of the platform just started drifting apart. The three quarters of the platform just very slowly found the outside. That's how it's very good. It's unknown for people still on it. It was on the bottom of the sea.
A total of 167 men lost their lives that night. Just 61 survived.
Tôi cerita dah. So, we are dealing with a dangerous business. Tapi orang cakap, besar itu. Sudah banyak awal. Betul kan? Petros Sdn Bhd. Tapi sudah banyak awal, sudah bayar dia. Kan? Kalau tidak mau, buka itulah ikut kerja mekanik asal kan, gaji 1,000 boleh pula. Mau set kan? I'm just trying to joke and trying to make you think first, yeah. Because we are exposed to risk, yeah. The nature of your business is a very risky business, yeah. So we need to be well prepared ourselves, yeah? In terms of HRDC, your attitude towards your work, maybe work behavior, need to comply to. That is why you see there are a lot of rules, what golden rules, comply to that, yeah. So they are trying to tell us that macam tu, yeah. Yeah. Maybe I just exaggerate macam I make something scary story, but most important thing later on when we talk about RCM, we talk about Bowtie, then we tends to become more serious in the work, in trying to do our work. Like say for example, if you want to do some permit to work, your job asset analysis, your risk assessment, all those things, you need to ask a lot of the whys. Yeah? And like this, as I mentioned, in the first picture that I showed just now, cause of accident memang impact on people's life and families. You can see that. And of course, damage to product and all those things, legal fees, production delay, and then management supervision, time diverted, and loss of expertise and experience. Yeah. So you see this video. Ini tidak kena mengena, but it might be. Yeah. This was just last month.
BPS.
A gas truck explosion triggered a massive fire on a highway in southeast Mexico City on Wednesday, September 10th, injuring at least 57 people, including 19 with severe burns. The incident occurred when the gas truck overturned and exploded on a highway near the border between the Iztapalapa municipality and Chalco at the edge of Mexico State, according to city authorities. Mexico City firefighters said they had completely extinguished the flames in and around the overturned trailer. Mexico City Mayor Clara Brugada reported that 19 of the injured sustained serious second and third degree burns, while the remaining victims suffered less severe injuries. No fatalities have been reported. The cause of the truck accident remains under investigation.
Following the initial and dramatic overturning of the vehicle, there was a subsequent and forceful impact. This impact was immediately followed by a series of intense and destructive explosions, which generated a significant and far-reaching shockwave. As a direct consequence of these catastrophic events, a substantial number of individuals, specifically 57 people, sustained various degrees of injuries and were subsequently transported to multiple different medical facilities and hospitals for urgent care and treatment. This unfortunate and rather severe accident has also tragically involved a substantial number of 18 vehicles, all of which have been significantly affected and impacted by the collision. 19 of the people who were taken to hospital are in a serious condition.
So, can this be related to our work? Separuh transport ini.
We will start next year.
Only next year.
BPS.
We're having this kind of lorry.
BPS.
Macam juga. Risky driver. Driver pun risky sudah. Just because, okay, the driver has his own JP, you call it, right?
Yes.
Journey management plan. Dia mesti ada. But what about the situation he is in? Yeah? He's a well-trained driver, but what are the rest? On the road, the traffic, other people. Orang yang buat. See? There's the big problem lagi. Dia tidak, tapi orang. Like us also we're driving. You are very cautious driver, tapi reckless driver potong you yang masuk karet. So that one was just a smart. Ini kena hukum bro. Lester, from what you learn, what is hazard?
Make sure to cross out to SM, people, environment.
Give me a clap. Yeah. Okay. we must know what is hazard. Yeah? Because if you don't know what is hazard, and you still cannot identify what is the hazard, what is the threat. Now we are trying to talk about it later. Yeah? And you can see the hazard is something like this. Ini. This knife, this knife hazard. Not hazard. No, it wouldn't cut. Huh?
Action using that knife.
And reserve everything for you. And then, like that. But what can cause me to cut my finger? The knife, ini simpan sini, dia dah tahu kan?
Ya.
Betul tak kawan?
Ya.
Ini pisau tak? Ini knife. Put there, it's knife. But now I hold the knife, I want to cut something.
Ya,
Become a hazard.
Ya.
So, why is it a hazard?
Why?
Now she comes up why. I don't pick you up. I don't pick you up. I'm just making everyone learn that. This is the knife put here, nothing else. Now I take it, I want to cut. So you say this one is the hazard. While I'm cutting, the hazard is there.
The risk.
No. Huh?
The risk.
The wrist.
Jadi,
And then, but what make this one become hazard now?
Cause harm.
Huh?
The wrong technique.
Dia ada potential to cause harm.
Tahu itu very technical.
The sharp.
Dia tajam kan?
Sharp.
Sharp object.
The sharp object is going to cut my finger. This is the hazard. Now it become the threat.
Right.
Sebab orang sudah cakap tu risk. Now, that if the hazard is cutting. Cutting. What is the risk here? Using knife. Yeah, because yang ini tajam. We have not finished this one. I'm just giving the example. We have later you will see what is threat is all about, risk is all about. Then you have to understand. You know why I ask you this thing? Siapa yang orang permit applicant approval semua di sini? Semua. Nah, rasa kamu. Nah, apa kamu buat? Oh, you electrical lah? Dia orang mau pasang lampu semua. Cari in a database. Ini ngam pasang lampu. Print lah. But actually, did you ever go and check? Tiang nomor 1 tidak akan sama dengan tiang yang 1,000 yang di ujung sana. Tidak sama. Correct tak? It's not the same. The environment and everything is not the same. Okay? So, nanti kita akan detail this one. This is just this is the activity cutting. Yeah? The risk is you're using the knife. Yeah? Because if you don't use the knife, tiada risk. You put it on the table. Yeah? So the top event here, memang finger here. So who will be affected? You, and then maruah. Jangan kau ketawa, maruah ini repetition, tangan putus lah. Dia dapat kerja, buang company, mana ada gaji. And then you marah company kan? Dia cakap, I have full policy ini. Macam tadi lah.
The peer is pun peers tu P-E-A-R-O.
Dulu.
Dia mana-mana.
Belum. Boleh nanti kita cerita tu. Ini baru buka wayang ni. Baru.
Saya sudah sampai.
Belum. Ya. We are just asking about this one just now. Just we are just thinking about that. So, I asked you just now, went into the workshop, What do you see?
What I see just now,
You
crowded.
you mean to say, I asked you to find a hazard. Mean to say, walk around, open your eyes, watch, what people are doing, you know? Yes? I don't have to read all these things. So meaning to say that you go there, identify what are the threat that they have inside. Yeah? Stop them from doing the work, call them, identify them, this is not correct. Yeah?
What is threat?
Ini satu. Thomas,
Semua sebelum kalau.
what is threat?
Trend.
Okay. Ada apa? Bikin topik kah? Iya. Bos, macam mana bos? Victor, macam mana dia? Dia selalu buat bikin video kan? So the thing they ask, what is threat?
Ancaman.
That's
Kami.
good.
Ya, ancaman.
Itu yang paling betul. Ancaman.
Perkara yang memberi ancaman. Kadang
Ancaman.
Sebab dia bahasa dunia pun. Tu dia tahu. Hah? Okay, let me see. Let me see it. Okay. You still remember this one, no?
Ya.
Yang tadi punya. Okay, ya. Ambil pisau lagi.
Bagi panjang mesti.
Ini pisau. Kamu sudah tahu. Abi ini mau potong barang. Hah? Di mana adalah dia punya trend?
ada yang terancam.
Shock.
Hah? Wih, barang sekarang.
Manusia.
Manusia yang terancam.
Hah?
Pengguna tiga.
Ancaman.
Sikap ya.
Ancaman.
Ada orang cakap pengguna. Oke, ada lagi?
Pisau.
Shock object.
Udah ini atau kalau ini atau Hah? Tadi kan itu potong ada risk kan?
Ya.
Itu risk dia. Tapi ini pisau
Dia tajam.
dia tajam. Ini tajam tadi apa?
Threat.
Hah?
Ancaman.
Risk.
Hazard.
Hazard. Apa yang threat?
Pisau.
Tiga injury.
Jadi
Sikap. Itu yang terancam kan?
Kau takut tangan buka?
So, mau pakai apa?
Pakai glove dong dia atau itu sarung tangan yang pakai checknya tuh yang macam daun mesh tuh.
Ya, yang potong.
Cut resistant.
Yes, dari
Ada cut resistant. Ya, mesh ya.
pakai wire mesh.
Ancaman. Ada. Konsep belum potong.
Sebab semua orang expert kan. Kalau dia cakap semua orang. Jadi if you go to
Tahu.
Invent panel, hotel panel is the corporate punya approved panel hotel. Lalu kami orang spesial di rumah mesti ada. Ya tu, that is the idea. Macam saya cakap, pakai kereta, mesti mau pakai safety belt. Dia cakap apa polis kita pakai? It's not the police, but police have their own regulation. Tapi kalau dia sudah speeding, dia pakai. Tapi it was too late already.
Tarik
Kalau dia speeding. So, apa tadi? Ancaman tadi, mem? Arek. Lama kita bikin ini ya. A possible cause that will potentially release a hazard and produce a accident. Kan tadi hazard apa yang hazard tadi? Tajam kan? So kalau you pakai itu pakai pisau tajam juga, ancaman dia kamu kena luka, kena potong tangan, ya. So, something like this lah. Tapi kita tidak pergi dalam itu, kan? Jadi just give you the idea. Yang ini top event. Top event. Dexter, apa top event?
Kejadian.
Kejadian.
Apa?
What happened?
That is outside.
What happened? Yeah.
Consequences.
So, whether you terkena tangan, injury, berdarah, putus kan? Putus.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Tapi saya dengar macam-macam ada sini tadi. Ada orang yang konsekuen. Belum sampai konsekuen tu bos. After the top event, here the consequence is here. Sekarang hanya luka atau putus. The consequence tangan putus apa? Cacat. Insurans semua di sini. Nanti kau in planning this JSA apa semua mesti macun dia punya nama, control measure, barrier apa semua mesti macun. Jangan kau simpan ini simpan sana kau not right, itu kemas. Paham tak?
Kacang dah terus ini.
Yeah. Kita spek saya ngomong kan?
Actually we are not in this subject ya. Tapi kita bisa Alex. Okay. Ini what is risk?
Bahaya untuk apa? Risiko.
Saya belum tahu. You explain lah. You answer.
Bahaya itu.
What is risk? Baru.
Bahaya yang dari
Ya. Bahaya yang yang boleh menyebabkan injury. What analysis?
Example. Example.
Example yang mungkin height apa?
use body handles.
Yeah. What the risk?
So what's the risk of walking ahead? Kalau cakap
Falling.
pandai dia wah. Dia mau tes tinta ya. Okay. The chance probability high or low that any hazard will actually cause somebody harm. Jadi pisau potong luka kan, ya. So something like that. Like ini ada kekel penyimpan tadi work on life is the risk kan. Nah ini kalau ada kekel. So the risk is there lah. Lupa saya tanya dia tadi no. Dia electrical ni orang. So risk work on life. So the hazard is electricity. So the top event of that
Shock.
electrocutor. Itu perkataannya itu electrocutor, bukan shock. Kita orang Karan punya, saya orang Karan juga lah. Saya orang Karan juga. So these are the thing, ya. So in your JSA you must make sure that they identify the correct thing inside. Bukan senang ini barang. Tapi kita bukan subjek JSA so tidak perlu. Kita Now we talk about we're coming to the root cause. So before we just now we talk about how we laugh and we enjoy about it. So it is more like we must know before we go to root cause analysis that cause something. So you must know what is the risk, what is the threat they can throw into the war. Yeah. So for the first few minutes, boleh kan? Boleh ya? How is it so far? Okay ya? Jangan kita tinggal. Okay. So you see, in the first page just now we talk about the root cause analysis, the tree, the problems here, and most of us will see things that is on the top here. Ini problem lah, problem, nanti boom, ya. Tapi it's already put there, ya. But you never try to analyze what are actually the symptoms. Hari-hari batok ingus, hari-hari batok ingus. Hah? Oh biasalah budak. But suddenly itu meninggal. Mahal. Mungkin ada influenza. Nah, orang lainnya jangkit kena dia. Jangkit. So, because we always look at something flu ingus, or demam, or semua. As a whole, maybe it could be serious, yeah. But it was already too late. So what is root cause here? Root cause analysis is systematic process used to identify the underlying causes. Macam the ingus, what is the underlying causes? Underlying causes di sini adalah dia bercampur dengan orang lain. Itu budak tadi. Sebab itu dia kena. Kalau dia diasingkan, then he is not going to be affected for this swine flu. Yeah. And the primary goal here is to determine why particular issue occurred and address the root cause rather than just treating the symptom. Macam tadi lah, batuk bagi ubat, pening kepala kasih panadol. You have not solved the problem. Yeah, you're not solving the problem. And the approach is we want to prevent it from reoccurring. Batuk-batuk pakai bagi itu. And then ingus bagi ubat. So at the end of the day, dia punya immune system also tidak bagus. Ya.
Rosak bukan. Tapi
Sikit-sikit.
tahu kenapa rosak.
Yeah, correct. You're right. And then analysis, RCA is widely used in various industries, including manufacturing, health, information technology, and more. So it can apply to anything. Yeah? It can be applied to anything. And it's a proactive approach, what do you call that, to problem solving. Yeah. That aims to create long-term solution rather than quick fix. This time, give panadol, give whatever what, but still the sickness still remains. And also fostering continuous improvement within the organization. Meaning to say, in this case, in order the child no longer be infected by swine flu or whatever, asingkan. Don't go out, don't mix with pakai mask. So meaning like this, fostering continuous improvement. Okay? Jaga-jaga. And we focus on problem, not the people. Focus on the problem, not the people. Okay? Because say for example, itu lampu tidak marah. Siapa yang buat? Manusia yang buat. It's not, or else dia tidak boleh jadi api. Itu lampu. That's why, not the people. Focus on the problem instead of blaming individual. Concentrate on solving the problem. Okay? It's also tools to fix. What do you call that? To fix the issue. Tapi bukan kadang-kadang dia quick fix or something. And things organized when doing RCA, think in an organized way. That's why later on when we do the RCA, we divide into two groups. Yeah. So 8. We'll divide into 4. Yeah. 4 groups. Group A, Group B. And we'll use facts and proof to make the decision how we're going to do the investigation. Okay? And question ideas openly. Create a space where it's okay to question ideas. Jangan dia, because this, what do you call that? This RCA sometimes is very irritating because people keep asking why, and then you cannot stand the why anymore. It's not because you cannot stand the why, but because you cannot give the answer of the why. Yeah? And two of you cannot compromise with the answer. You betul, dia pun betul. So that's the thing. You cakap ini bukan saya punya hal, dia punya hal. So tidak boleh jadi lah. Yeah. And understand the RCA also can take time. It can take time because we'll be looking for information, the correct data, and then come back again to the board, information. Tapi sekarang AI banyak kuat lah, but don't always trust the AI. And then keep going until you find the main reason for the problem. And being patient is important. That's the most important. Jangan kau terus terjun sekarang. Sama aja lah.
Pokok nasib lah.
So how to perform this one? How to conduct it? First thing, you define the problem. So you define the problem. So say for example, itu lampu, tidak itu. Apa hal? So, we ask apa hal dulu. Ya? Oh, meter putus. Maybe it's not. Mungkin switch is off. Mungkin tidak. And then, power dari SCP dia dah patut lah. You see? So the first thing you realize, the obvious one, the light is not lighted. But actually, the power station is shut down. So define the problem. Assemble a team. So normally comprised of different disciplines. Better ada mechanical, ada instrument, ada process, ada HSE, all the brand. Masuk dalam sana baru talk about it. That is good. Automotive is something good. And we collect data, as I mentioned just now. Collect the facts. Go to the site there and ask those people who are on site. Apa hal itu? Apa hal itu? You'll be using the question of the why and using RCA tools. So we will emphasize on the what you call that fishbone. So today we are going to use the fishbone to do the RCA. There are a lot of way how to use RCA, but we will be using the RCA, the fishbone, invented by this guy Ishikawa. And we will be asking a lot of why later. Asking why, and why. Yeah? And identify the root cause. You have to use data and then semua. But in this session, we will not be using real fact data. We will just throw something that we will put exercise in it. But if you want a real one, boleh. Tapi for the learning, we just simulate something and develop a solution. So you need a lot of brainstorming. And then evaluate potential corrective and preventive action. When you found something, what can be done and who to follow up. Yeah? And we will learn what is a create attempt action, like plan, do, check, and action. So once you already found a problem, say for example just now the light was not lighted, then later on you will need somebody to regularly check the light so that it is not from the Cisco or from the SCB, or it was not from the switch or wiring problem, macam tu. And then follow up action. And of course implement the solution and monitor and evaluate it. Yeah. So far okay on the fishbone and on RCA. I know some is sleepy lah. Tapi sekarang ni macam more on the theory concept, ya.
Ada makanan.
10. 10.5. That's why I wrote here supaya saya ingat. And in RCA, some people also use the fault tree method. Kamu orang pakai fault tree lah kan?
Currently, most of the task ada yang pakai tissue.
Response.
Ya, itulah kita mau tahu ya. fishbone, some using this one.
5W.
5W, yes.